Simone Biles breaks her silence. I am not afraid to tell my story in New York as the sentencing of the former USA Gymnastics team doctor starts in a Michigan courtroom. Questions are being asked over how he was allowed to abuse dozens of young athletes, including one of the stars of the 2016 Olympics. In November, Larry Nassar admitted to abusing gymnasts under the guise of administering medical treatment. Prosecutors are seeking a 40 to 125-year prison sentence. The first witness in court on Tuesday was Kyle Stevens, who told the court she was abused by Nassar, a family friend, between the ages of 6 and 12. "I testified to let the world know that you are a repulsive liar," Stevens said as she addressed Nassar, who sat with his head bowed. Stevens added that she had told her parents about Nassar's abuse but he had convinced them she was lying. "Perhaps you have figured it out by now, but little girls don't stay little forever," Stevens said. "They grow into strong women that destroy your world. Why don't we care about the biggest abuse scandal in sports history?" Brian Armin Graham Reed. More other women who appeared in court detailed the physical and mental pain caused by Nassar's abuse. Donna Markham recounted how her daughter Chelsea had taken her own life years after Nassar had molested her. "It all started with him," she said after describing Chelsea's struggles with drug addiction. On Monday, Biles became by Nassar while under his care. "Most of you know me as a happy, giggly, and energetic girl," the 4-times Olympic gold medalist. "But lately I've felt a bit broken and the more I try to shut off the voice in my head the louder it screams. I am not afraid to tell my story anymore. I too am one of the many survivors that were casually abused by Larry Nassar." Some of Biles' fellow Olympic champions have said they were abused by Nassar, including, and Biles said she was encouraged to come forward after discovering what her fellow athletes had said. "After hearing the brave stories of my friends and other survivors, I know that this horrific experience does not define me," wrote the 20-year-old. "I am much more than this. I am unique, smart, talented, motivated, and passionate. I have promised myself that my story will be much greater than this." USA Gymnastics and Michigan State University, where Nassar ran a clinic and was a faculty member, have come under heavy criticism for their handling of the case. They had reported Nassar's abuse to Michigan State in the late 1990s, while Nassar for 16 months after a criminal investigation into his actions was launched in July 2014. Raisman says she suffered abuse after that date. MSU has denied there was a cover-up, alleging that officials paid her to sign a confidential financial settlement to remain silent on the abuse. ESPN also reported that Nassar did not leave his position at USA Gymnastics until months after allegations of abuse had been reported. Biles also laid some blame on USA on Monday. "For too long I've asked myself, was I too naive? Was it my fault? I now know the answer to those questions," she wrote. No, it was not my fault. No, I will not and should not carry the guilt that belongs to Larry Nassar, USAG, and others. On Monday, USA Gymnastics offered support for Biles but did not comment on allegations it had failed its athletes. "USA Gymnastics is absolutely heartbroken, sorry and angry that Simone Biles or any of our athletes have been harmed by the horrific acts of Larry Nassar," it said in a statement. Nassar has already been in a separate case regarding child abuse images.